welcome to Teeth and Water. I'm your host Matitz, and we'll be covering crocodilian attacks from 1950 till present. And we'll start with our first attack, which is in Sawgrass Recreation Park, Florida, USA. Yovi Suarez, 28-year-old female student. The date is May of 10th, 2006. She decided to go on an evening jog. The last time she was seen was near the river bank, and the report went out. She did not return home. In the next day, they found her body floating in the river canal. It was in a bad shape. Two of her arms were bitten off and severe puncture wounds to the torso and one of the leg. And they started to search for the perpetrator, in this case American alligator, about 3 meters long, and that's about 10 feet and 180 kilograms. And they found it on the fourth day. It was actually the third alligator that they caught, and it has her remains in it. And the medical reports were very interesting. They say she was killed before she was dragged into the water. That's uncommon for the reptilians to do the killing before the drowning. So yeah, that's the attack for Yovi Suarez, and we will move on. So for a second attack, we go to Zimbabwe, Zambezi River, near Victoria Falls. Znele Ndlovu, female, 25-year-old. The date is April 30th of 2018. She and her fiancé went on a canoe and on a tourist guide with a bunch of people, and it was like a double canoe. She was sitting in front and her fiancé at the back, and they were having fun like 2 hours. They were on a part of the river when it was a little bit faster, narrower, and the current was strong, and then it's slowly becoming like more still and wider river. And when suddenly the Znele and her fiancé's canoe got attacked, flipping Znele into the water. In a split second, crocodile grabbed her by the right arm, did the death roll, and almost ripping her hand off. The guy was very, very quick and putting her inside his canoe, put a tourniquet on, and they immediately called a helicopter, and they transported her into the hospital when they performed an emergency surgery and amputated her arm. Of course, it was very sudden, and it was saltwater crocodile, 2.4 meter long. I would say only 2.4 meter long, and yeah, it was not fatal, and it was a predatory nature attack, but gladly the guide was very quick. So that's the case for Znele Ndlovu, and we will move on. So for a third and final attack, we go to Ngulumbwe, Gulf Peninsula, Northern Territory, Australia. Trevor Gagan is 28, male, and the date is October 7th, 1979. Trevor and his friend Max Cummings were skin diving in a river, having a great time. Trevor's wife Christine is on offshore watching them, and suddenly he was attacked by a saltwater crocodile about 3 meters long. He was taken under the water, and the witnesses say the crocodile took him 1 kilometer through the surf into a small creek when he disappeared with Trevor, and that's just brutal. The medical reports say that the body was then found later that day, and it had puncture wounds through the whole body, and one arm was broken. And that's the case of unfortunate fatal attack on the Trevor Gagan with the saltwater crocodile about 3 meters long. And that will be all 3 cases for today, and this is for this episode, and we hope you'll see it on the next one, and take care.